camera, better lighting. I'm just going to solder this tiny wire in here. Done. Hello, this is High Definition Wire Sculptures. I'm Roger Russell. I make wire sculptures, mainly insects and fairies. So I started off making this fly. It's a real spider there I'm going to copy, and this is one of my first dragonflies. I'm now moving on to a much bigger dragonfly. This is going to have a 15-inch wingspan. This is the body. This is the wing that I'm currently making. Lots of fine wire detail. This is my first fairy, 7-inch prototype. Bit of a learning curve, lots of fine detail, especially on the wings. In the archer pose. This is a 15-inch fairy archer in the same pose, but in the bigger size I am able to get much more detail, especially in the face. This fairy has wing mounts, so I can mount the wings and take them off. See, I'm still forming the leg muscle tissue on this side. Hi, morning. I'm Roger Russell. This is High Definition Wire Sculpture. I'm just going to show a quick video of me putting the veins in this 15-inch dragonfly's wing. Okay, this wire is 0.2 of a mil. I've done the frame. Now I'm just soldering in these tiny pieces, hopefully. Oops, that's come off now. That is the problem with butt joints. It will just fall off because there's no hook. Just put that back on, reattach that. Reattach that. Now I'm going to trace the vein across the wing structure like this. It's not that difficult. I'm tracing with wire. That link done. I'm now trimming off with an end cutter. This joint needs to be but flush. We don't do any hooks. I'm now going to tin both parts. You have to tin and wet both pieces. I'm using paste iron with interchangeable tips. I'm using a very high wattage tip. I've wet the frame, I've wet the link. I'm now going to put the two together very quickly. Flow, no. Flow, no. Stuck, yes. As simple as that. I'm now going to do the next one. So we're tracing this lattice network. Looks like a honeycomb. We're trying to do continuous lengths if we can, so we don't have to end up doing little pieces in there. We're going to come across there with one piece. So I'm now going to trace this line here up to there. So first we're going to tin our vane wire, then we're going to tin the wing frame and both points. I'm using lead-free solder. I'm using tin copper wire I got from a car boot sale, and I'm using a Dragonfly picture from the internet. Copyright free, I hope. Right, I'm now doing wetting the other side of the frame. Remember, if you too much heat it will all fall off. Right, I've tinned my link, I've tinned my frame. I'm now going to position it and flow. Flow, solder. Now I'm using snipe nose pliers. Pinch it where you need to bend, pull tight. There. If anyone would like to learn to do this, you can come to my workshop for a morning or a day, and I can teach you how to do all of this. Right, now tin. Want to burn my expensive video recorder. This wing vane is one of the most complicated pieces I've made. It really is for demonstration. It takes me over a day to do each side, so the cost would be expensive. I'm going to make these, but I'm going to do a simpler wing structure, unless you want to pay £200 for a wing. Right, I'm now going to do the piece, this piece here across here. You see that? So, flux, we flux everything. This is old wire and not particularly that good. So the frame is new tin copper wire, so that will wet easily. So this is the destination of that link, and we're going to come up across there. Right, tin the link, tin the link, and we're going to tin and wet the frame. It will take, yep, flux is the key to good soldering. I'm just using plumber's flux. There are lots of fluxes, as long as you use a flux. Flow, remember you're soldering two different size wires, so you have to bias the heat to the larger wire. Right, can you see I'm tracing now? I'm going to come up all the way up to there. Round the corner, kink back onto my